Guys, how's it going? It is I, the real Randy Chavez, coming at you with a second part 2 Pokemon sales data video, because I know if I did not do this, it was going to be such a huge list tomorrow. So we have a Steelix first edition PSA 10, so for $395, big retrace. Meganium first edition PSA 8, number 10, so the one that is harder to grade, the one that's not as common, so for $168. Then we had a Moltres first edition PSA 10 from the Fossil set, sell for $730. Clefable first edition PSA 9 from the Jungle set, sell for $195. Jolteon first edition PSA 9 from Fossil set, $362. Hypno from the Fossil set, first edition PSA 10 for $383. I think that's a little undervalued. Yeah, the Steelix first edition PSA 10, I sold mine for like $500 or $550, like well over, like probably like 2 months ago. So $395 now. It's a steal. Buy the dip. That is a very good thing to buy. That's what I would do. Blaine's Charizard, first edition PSA 7. It was listed at $635 or best offer, and it sold within an hour. This sold. So that's definitely undervalued. A little bit, I think. I mean, I don't know how undervalued that would be, because the 8s are, let's say the 8s sell for $800. That's, maybe there's going to be a big move. I mean, there seems to be a little bit of the 9s, because the last 9 sold, Blaine's first edition PSA 9, they sold for like $1,300 and then like $1,000 each. Granted, those 3 were sold on the same day within like 2 hours of each other. So that makes sense. But this, yeah, I think the 9s have been flooded, for the Blaine's Charizard. The 10s are there, but they're always like available at like the $6,000 or best offer, and the card's just not there yet. The card's at like $4,200, $4,500. But yeah, this is, if a 7 got sold, 7 sold for $635 like that, the 8's probably going to make a move for a little bit. Again, the 9s, if people stop selling the 9s so frequently, it would grow. But because there's so much supply, there is less than 1,000 Blaine's Charizard's first edition. Like in the pop report, there's less than 1,000 first edition Blaine's Charizards in the pop report. 286 of those are 10s, like 400 are 9s, and then the very few 876. So, and I've seen probably well over 100 this year sold. So 10% of a move in just that. It's a lot of movement. There's a lot of volume that's being done there. So moving on, Mr. Mime first edition PSA 10 sold for $810. Back to this a second. I don't know how many of these Blaine's Charizards, like mine, the ones that I buy, they go right in my collection. I will not sell those. Like the last price to sell would be $4,500. Someone offered me $5,000 for one of mine. I can't do it. I cannot do it. Maybe if someone offered $10,000 for one of them, I'd sell one. But that's just something that I'm not going to ask someone to do that. I'd be like, listen, you can go on eBay right now and buy one for $6,000, $7,000. Don't pay that for mine. Go where the better option is. Some people, even if 10% of those, let's say 100 that have been sold this year go into collections, it's an extra 10. So that's 1% of the whole thing going. So the float out there, out of, let's say 1,000 of them, let's say there's 500, half of them are being bought and sold like throughout this year, and 10% of those are being taken out of that float, that are taken like into people's collections that they don't sell, like mine. Now that's 450. So as time goes on, less and less, again, the float I call is what is not in people's collections, what's currently being traded. So if, let's say it was 500, that number's going to get smaller and smaller, and then eventually as prices go up, you'll have some people add back into it. So, okay, I can sell mine now. This is that. I'm sorry. So I didn't go with Blaine's Charizard. So Blaine's Charizard, first edition PSA 9 for the PWCC auctions. One sold for $1,005. A few minutes later, actually 6 seconds later, one sold for $1,031. So we had one that happened the same day, the one that went beforehand of a Blaine's Charizard, and it was $1,340, not including shipping and taxes, so about $1,400 total. Pidgeot first edition PSA 9 sold for $255. To that Mr. Mime first edition PSA 10, $810 at record price. And then we had a Rocket Zapdos first edition PSA 9 sold for $233. Sabrina's Gengar First Edition PSA 9 sold for $508. I think that's a record price point. Lugia First Edition PSA 9 sold for $1,900. This one I just like. A 2000 Japanese promo. It is a fan club promo for Eevee, and it's a holo. It's a 500-point fan club, and it was PSA 10, record price point of $4,050. I might have to check out here soon. That is a record price point, incredible price. I want one. You cannot find these. Like, they're PSAs, that one and the Porygon, they're just not on sale. You could find raw copies of it and pay a couple $1,000s for that raw copy, with it probably being like a 7 or an 8. But yeah, Lugia 9.5 first edition. So BGS 9.5 first edition. The only subgrade that was a 9 was the centering. Everything else was a 9.5. Sold for more than double of the Lugia first edition PSA 9. This sold. Okay, the Lugia first edition PSA 9 sold for $1,900. The Lugia 9.5, one of the subgrades being a 9, everything else is 9.5. $4,253. Definitely a record price point for that Lugia. That is incredible. Then we have a Mew Black Star promo. It's the holo version. PSA 10 sold for $810. So the 9s are pretty undervalued, because the 9s you can get for like less than $200. So if you want the same artwork, just maybe a little bit of whitening on the back, get the 9. I have a 9, it's on sale. Go look. It's for a really cheap price too. Umbreon First Edition PSA 9 from Neo Discovery sold for $810. Neo Rev Magneton First Edition PSA 10 sold for $689. I think that is the second most valuable. The first one being base set. We have a Shining Magikarp First Edition PSA 9 sold for $709. It's incredible. Houndour First Edition PSA 9. I bought it. I told you guys it was good. I'm not even waiting for the next auction. I just saw one, $225. I just bought it because the next one that comes to auction I'm going to buy, because these are incredibly undervalued. My friend Joe just got one PSA 9. He paid like a ridiculous price for it. It's like he paid like nothing for it. He paid like $100. And that's going into his collection. He's probably not going to sell. Fuck it, Joe. I'll buy it from you. I'll buy it from you. Dark Tyranitar First Edition PSA 9 sold for $460. Light Dragonite First Edition PSA 9 sold for $430. That was interesting. Dark Tyranitar and Light Dragonite sold for about the same. Shining Charizard First Edition PSA 9, $4,050. That is a record price point for the Shining Charizard First Edition PSA 9. $4,050. Holy Nikes. Wow. Shining Mewtwo First Edition PSA 10. So for $4,155. Okay, so the Shining Charizard price, let's say there's definitely less than 200 First Edition PSA 10s. That's why you're seeing that go for more than the Blaine's Charizard, because there's like less than half, probably a third, something like that. No, there's not a third. It's like 100 less of that, and people are like, no, if we do a market cap of it, the Shining Charizard is still more coveted. Yeah. No, market cap, Blaine's Charizard is. It's so hard to tell what would be worth more. The market cap, if we take all of them at face value, say, and then it'd be really close. I'll let you guys know next video. Shining Mewtwo First Edition PSA 10, $4,155. Record price point for that Mewtwo. I remember when Shining Mewtwo's First Edition PSA 10 were like $700-800. Like, ooh, that's a little pricey. And now, God, so stupid. Shining Raichu First Edition PSA 9 for $860. I think that is a little undervalued. And even though because the 10s, I think the lowest you can get a 10 for right now for Shining Raichu First Edition is like $2,200. Some guy on Instagram. So there's no eBay fees with that either. So this should be like minimum $1,000 card. Aquapolis, Nidoking from Aquapolis PSA 9 holo, so for $600. That is a beautiful card. Then we have a Ninetales from Aquapolis PSA 8, sell for $137. A Skyridge Gengar PSA 9, sell for $935. That is incredible. That's worth more than the Fossil Gengar. That's God, people love that artwork. We have a Skyridge Raikou PSA 9, sell for $222. A Gold Star Kyogre PSA 9 for $685. A Gold Star Raikou PSA 9 for $355. So Skyridge Raikou PSA 9 is $222. A Gold Star Raikou PSA 9 is $355. Gold Star maintains the top. Gold Star Suicune PSA 9 sold for $370. Gold Star Espeon PSA 9, $2,700. Gold Star Umbreon PSA 9, $3,350. Those evolutions people pay a premium for. Umbreon, I think, is slightly rarer, and that's why it gained a little bit of a premium, $650 more than its Espeon counterpart. Pre-release Clefable, PSA 7, sold for $564. I think that's undervalued as well. Hypno from the Aquapolis, PSA 10, is $510. I think that's a little undervalued too, because that's just a beautiful card. It's, even though there's other Hypnos before it, you know, you have the Fossil Hypno, you have the Dark Hypno. This is just, it's just cool artwork. It's like hanging in a window. It's PSA 10. I enjoyed it a lot. Haunter, first edition PSA 9, sold for $135. Magneton from Fossil Set, PSA 9, sold for $110. A Celebi, first edition PSA 9, Celebi so adorable, $265. A Dark Hypno, first edition PSA 10, sold for $255. And then we have a Koga's Ditto, first edition PSA 10, sold for $275. That got swiped up pretty quickly too, like within a day. And a Light Azumarill, first edition PSA 10, sold for $405. That's all I got for right now, guys. All right, I love you all. I hope you enjoyed this part 2 video of the PWCC auctions. Gotta go. Bye. Please comment, like, and subscribe.